Hello everyone. Today we will understand what is data center, what is virtualization, and what is host machine, and all these topics how are related to each other. We will see. Now, first, let's teach this diagram and see what we can see in this diagram. We can say this is one server room. In this server room, we can see multiple servers in which we can see wires, AC, and all the CPU and all these things. And all these things in a server rooms are called as data center. But how actually data center works and how actually it takes in the background, we will see. Now let's assume that there are two friends. One is Ganesh and one is Ram. Ganesh is operation guy and Ram is has its own business. Now Ram wants to access his website as a Ram has his own application and wants to access his website. So Ram is asking to Ganesh that take this application and put it somewhere. Just give me the URL to access my website so I can give that URL to the other customers. Now here what Ganesh will do, Ganesh is asking Ram how many customers are there. So Ram replied that there are 5 customers. Ganesh went to the market and brought one server and deployed that application on his server and put that application in his room. Now putting application in his room or putting a server in his room is also called a data center only. Means for example, Ganesh has brought one server. Let's assume this is server and Ganesh put this server in his room. This room is called as data center. It's so simple that this is our data center. Okay. Now Ganesh provided website to the Ram and Ram provided website to the other customers and other the website was working really good. There was no any server issue and nothing. Website was working good. So other 5 customers given website to other 50 customers. So other 50 customers also got happy that website is working really good. There is no server issue and nothing. So day by day the customers were increasing. So at the end the website got crashed because the customers were increasing and there was load on the server, due to which the website got crashed. Now Ram asked Ganesh that website is not working. So what Ganesh did again, Ganesh went to the market and brought new servers again. Let's assume he brought new servers and put in his room only. Now Ganesh has added 3 more server in his room and again given website to the Ram and website was again working really good. Now at one time uh, Ram was Ram said to the Ganesh that there is no use of this website now because I have stopped my business. So as Ganesh put this server in data center, so these servers are for now these servers are no longer for useful. So again one QA team guy came to the Ganesh and he asked, I want one server, can you provide me that server? Then Ganesh said no. Why no? Because it is a physical server and physically it is not possible to provide to the QA team guy. Then same here also, Ganesh went to the market and bought again some servers and put it in another room. For QA team guy, Ganesh also set up one server room where we are storing our server. This room is also only called as data center. Okay. Now for another QA team guy, Ganesh put servers in one room and this is also called a data center in simple words. So here also the website was working really good and Ganesh was getting response very nice. So day by day the business was increasing and Ganesh as a business was increasing, as customers were increasing, Ganesh used to brought new servers and put it in the room. At one specific time the room has fully of servers. There was no any space in the room to put new servers. In this case, now Ganesh was frustrated that day by day our servers are increasing. means business is increasing but there is no space, so Ganesh was finding for any alternate solution. So in this case, now Ganesh was looking for alternate solution. So he saw one concept called as virtualization when he was searching for alternate solution. When he saw that virtualization concept, in the net's name itself it is given that virtualization means it can be the virtual machine. Now what is exactly virtualization? Like in virtualization, if you take one host machine in which at bottom there is hardware and top of it there is hypervisor, it is as similar as in web servers we have seen that there, in physical machine we have seen that. Just give me a 1 minute, guys. Okay, we are looking for what is virtualization actually. Before that, we will understand in physical machine. We have seen that what are those layers in physical machine. For example, this is our physical machine. This is our physical machine. Okay, in physical machine, at the bottom we have hardware layer. At the bottom, we have hardware layer. This is hardware. At the bottom, we have hardware layer. Above that, we have operating system. And above that we have application and database in physical machine. Okay, application and data. Similarly, in virtualization concept, at the bottom we have hardware only, in virtualization at the bottom we have hardware, and above that we have hypervisor, and above that, above hypervisor there are virtual machines. Virtual machines. And what this virtual machine contains? It contains operating system, it contains application, or it contains hardware. Okay, and this whole concept is called as host machine. As we used to say here physical machine, here word will be host machine. Okay, in physical machine we used to have bottom layer is hardware, above that operating system, and above that application and database. Now the actual question was here, Ganesh was tired of means as the business was increasing, Ganesh was tired of that. He used to bring the new servers and put in one room at one specific time. The room was getting full and he was not getting any space, so he searched for alternate solution and he got to know about the virtualization concept. In virtualization, what he came to know, that there is a host machine, and in host machine at the bottom there is a hardware layer, about that there is a hypervisor layer, and about that there are virtual machine. In virtual machines there can be application, operating system, or hardware. Okay, now actually what is virtual machine, what is hypervisor, and what is virtualization concept, that we will understand. Okay, before that, in simple words, hypervisor means, for example, we need to install one hypervisor. Multiple companies can have hypervisor name as VMware. Okay, VMware hypervisor multiple companies can have. Okay, we need to install this VMware application in our laptop, and it will create the virtual layer. On that virtual layer, we can create multiple virtual machines. Virtualization means it is a virtual layer in which hypervisor means, in hypervisor we have VMware software, we can install it in our laptop, and it will create, on which we can create the virtual machines. Now, what is hypervisor? What is actually a hypervisor means? What is hypervisor? It is a virtualization layer. It is a virtualization layer. Hypervisor means it is a virtualization layer. Okay, before that, what I told that, what is data center? Data center means like having all servers in a room is data center. What means? Okay, and this data center we also called as on premises. Why on premises? For example, if I am working for any company, okay, and I am setting server there, I cannot say that it is data center. I can say there it is on premises data center. Means on my in my company I am setting servers, and setting servers in my company means I am setting servers here in my on premises. Okay, now here, what virtual machine contains? Virtual machine contains hardware, operating system, application. It is similar as to the physical machine only. Now Ganesh can use only one data center, and in which he can set up a virtual machines. Okay. Now for example, Ganesh had created this host machine, in which now he has set up this virtualization layer. On this he can create now multiple virtual machines. Okay. Now we will understand what is the definition of hypervisor, virtualization, and host machine. What is hypervisor means? It creates and runs virtual machines. What is hypervisor? Hypervisor means it creates and run virtual machines. Now what is virtualization? Virtualization means it decouples software from physical hardware. Physical hardware. Okay. Now what is host machine? What is host machine? A computer on which a hypervisor runs one or more virtual machines. Okay. What is hypervisor? Hypervisor means it creates and runs virtual machines. What is a host machine? A computer on which a hypervisor runs one or more virtual machines. Then what is virtualization? Virtualization means it decouples software from physical hardware to virtual computers. In simple words, what is data centers? Data center means having all servers in a room, and this data center is also called as on-premises data center. Okay, means in simple words, data center as a definition we can see data center is also called as data center means a physical physical location where we can run computer system. Okay, like as I said, Ganesh is bringing one server and putting his room, bringing another server and putting his room. This is nothing but the data center. Then what is hypervisors? Hypervisor means it creates and run virtual machines. Then what is host machine? A computer on which a hypervisor runs one or more virtual machine. And then what is virtualization? It decouples software from physical hardware to virtual machines. Before, Ganesh used to bring servers and put in his room physically. It was the data center, but at one specific time this room was getting full, so he was finding for alternate solution, and he came to know about the virtualization concept. In virtualization, what is the difference? In physical machine, before we used to have hardware, then operating system, then application and database. But in virtualization concept, in host machine we will have at the bottom hardware, then hypervisor, and on that hypervisor we can create virtual machines. Virtual machines contains operating system, application or hardware. Hypervisor we use is VMware. Like in short, we can install this VMware software, and after installing this software we can create virtual machines. This is nothing but whole concept is data center in simple words.